Hello and welcome back to my mini-series, How AI Changes the CISSP Without Actually Changing the CISSP. And today we're going to dive into Domain 1, Security and Risk Management. Domain is all about the big picture foundations of cybersecurity, from professional ethics to concepts like due care, due diligence, basics of cybersecurity like the CIANA PS model, understanding security governance and how legal and regulatory environments change cybersecurity and drive cybersecurity, and most importantly, risk management. In this domain, IC2 expects you to think like a leader, not like a practitioner. This is why AI fits so naturally in this domain. If I had to summarize Domain 1 in a single sentence, it would be that Domain 1 is about making security decisions responsibly. It's about understanding what the organization is trying to protect and what rules it has to follow, what risk it's willing to take, and how security decisions align with the business goals. So when AI enters this picture, it's first and foremost a governance issue, a risk issue, a privacy issue, and only later a technical issue. According to IC2's AI guidance, Domain 1 includes AI topics like AI governance, AI ethics, algorithm bias, legal, regulatory and privacy alignment, third-party AI risk, AI and supply chain transparency, and more. In plain English, it means that if your organization is using AI, security leaders need to ask themselves, who owns the AI risk? Can we trust the output? What if the model is biased? Do we expose any sensitive data and how? If we're relying on outside providers, do we fully understand what they do and how they do and where our reliances are? If something goes wrong, who's accountable? Don't forget, saying the AI did it is not an acceptable governance model. Now let's talk about two real-world examples. First, risk management. Normally, Domain 1 teaches us how to identify risk, evaluate the impact and the likelihood, and decide whether to mitigate, transfer, avoid, or accept the risk. Now, add AI to the mixture. Maybe the system is trained on poor data. Maybe the output is unpredictable or biased. Maybe the employee is feeding sensitive information into a public AI tool. Or maybe the organization is using AI in the SOC environment to give analysts more control and more understanding, but can also expose analysts to data they're not supposed to see. So in a real Domain 1 question will become, how can AI change the organization risk posture? Now let's take another scenario. In this case, let's talk about third-party risk. This is a classical Domain 1 topic, and AI makes it more relevant than ever before. What if your company buys an AI chatbot from an external vendor? Maybe you're using different tools that are built from another company or built on someone else's data. Maybe we're relying too much on a third-party supplier and we don't exactly know where data goes, where it comes back, how it's trained, what happens if the data is manipulated in any way. This is not a technical concern. This is about governance, about compliance, about privacy, about vendor risk. Now let's go and make it practical. Let's say we're using AI in the SOC environment. Now we know that AI can help us reduce alert fatigue, gives our ANAs far better context, but we still have to ask ourselves, how much can we trust AI recommendation? How can we validate the output? Are we improving decision-making or automating the wrong decisions in a faster way? So yes, AI can definitely help, but Domain 1 reminds us that efficiency does not remove accountability. Now let's see what it looks like in the exam. An organization adopts a third-party AI service to help analysts summarize data. The security team is concerned that the provider does not clearly document how customer data is stored, retained, or used for model training. What should be the security leader's primary concern? The answer here is B, evaluating third-party and data privacy risk, because this is domain 1 all day long. The issue is not whether automation is useful. It probably is, but the primary concern here is governance, privacy, and third-party risk. So the big takeaway is AI in domain 1 is not about prompts, it's about responsibility. It's about how we incorporate ethics and governance and privacy and third-party trust and understanding AI and how it changes the organization's risk posture. In the next video, we'll talk about domain 2, asset security, and where AI meets our data. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the updates. And if you want even more CISSP breakdown, domain summaries, masterclass sessions and more, join CyberMAYnia for free. Check out the details below.